You're watching a recap from Investor XP, the show that covers investing for gamers. Check out the video description for details. It is Monday, June 19th, and we are back from our little vacation that we were on. Hopefully, the videos that I posted up were worthwhile for people. We got a lot of requests for newbie investors, and they are definitely bottom level intro for people to start to get investing. So I hope people enjoyed that. It wasn't the best week to be off for the show because of E3 and so much news that was coming out. So we are really behind. This week I'm going to be doing a follow up for all the stock that we review that pertains to video games. So we're going to have some E3 follow-ups for every company. And also I'm going to try and filter in some of the news each day. So today we're going to try and go through 4 articles quickly to get back into the swing of things. We're going to be live once again Monday through Friday. So check us out. We'll stream on YouTube and Twitch. So today what we're going to be going over is Activision. We're going to do Nintendo. We have a new console that could be entering the race, and we're going to look at some WWE news. So a little mix of E3 follow-up with actual new news. So each of those is going to get their own video posted up on YouTube today and a recap. And that's what we have coming up live for the show. So stay tuned for all of that. E3 at Nintendo, they kind of do a little different each year. They'll do some sort of treehouse thing. Their offering at E3 really stole the show in a lot of ways. Let me pull up their outline of what games they have. Super Mario Odyssey was, I think it was IGN's best in show, and it's certainly the best in show on a lot of people's lists. So once again, Nintendo is taking these franchises and they're getting the most out of them. But here's the release schedule. If I could pull it up here so we can see a lot of big games coming out for Nintendo. ARMS has gotten better reviews than I thought. They're going to sell more ARMS than anyone anticipated when they first saw the game. Splatoon, huge hype behind it. That's going to be a big hit. You've got Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Surprisingly, from Ubisoft, game that's getting a lot of buzz. A lot of people are saying it looks fun. It could be a sleeper hit. We'll talk about Ubisoft probably tomorrow when we do their E3 roundup, but looking at Nintendo, what they've got coming out, still a good lineup for the 3DS. 3DS is still going to sell. Very large install base for portable. Metroid, that was a huge announcement. That was going to be coming out for the 3DS, and that Metroid Prime 4 is in development. Super Mario Odyssey, that's got a Game of the Year candidate written on it. Fire Emblem, a lot of buzz behind that. Very good. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, very good, strong lineup. So a couple of things here. Rocket League, that with some cross-platform play. Looked really good. A lot of buzz behind that. Interesting one, and I wanted to see how it played, was Skyrim out on the Switch. They are adding amiibo support to it so you can get your Link outfit in that. That was pretty cool in the Master Sword and stuff. Still want to see more on this game to see kind of the power of the Nintendo Switch and what it has. Looked very good going back for the amiibo support. I don't know how much they're going to sell. I mean, there's been so many versions of Skyrim out there, but I could see people who haven't played the game, this would be the time to get it. Really, the feeling from third-party people on Nintendo was that the Nintendo Switch, they're going to look at it as a handheld game. And they're going to release their older games and kind of get the hook on it as you can play these games now on the go. And these games play very well in portable mode, as you're going through the airport and stuff. So that is that's going to be the big hit for third parties. FIFA looked great on it. Um, I'd like to see a little bit more support for it, but you can see the first party titles are going very strong. No Smash Brothers, so they still have a Smash Brothers they can release, and Metroid Prime 4. So they've got a lot of content that they can put out next year, first party. As they continue to sell the systems, uh, third party's going to get on board. I think a lot of third party they're saying uh, they're kind of bracing people by saying this is going to be the portable version of our games. I would have liked to have seen the Call of Duty World War II go up on it, but that didn't happen. That would have been nice. Let me hit the chat up real quick here. Nintendo, yes, it is a Japan company. I invest in what's called the American Depository Receipt (ADR). It is the stock symbol is NTDOY. You can see it on the ticker there. Basically, they handle the exchange and everything. It's all U.S. currency. They pay out the dividend the same way. It's actually, I believe that version, that ADR is an eighth of a share of it, but it converts it over so you can trade it on the U.S. markets. Symbol NTDOY. That's how we invest in Nintendo. When you invest in stocks in Japan, and I used to have the global trading account. It was you in Japan. You have to buy up blocks of stock, so you can't. In the U.S. market, you can buy like a single share. Over in Japan, you had to do it in certain blocks, where there was 100, 300 shares, and it was very much a pain to get a hold of Nintendo because it's pretty expensive. So the ADR, you can get it. It's all the major people trade it, and there isn't one. I don't know of one for Samsung yet. I didn't see one. The companies themselves, I believe, have to set it up and offer it. It's basically like a bank will hold it over here. So yeah, it's some companies get it set up, some don't. Nintendo does, and it acts and trades like a normal stock. Someday maybe we'll see one for Samsung. Uh, you can get ETFs, I believe, that have different global companies in it, with Samsung being one of them. I'd have to look and see which ones hold Samsung. I know the gamer ETF GAMR has a lot of foreign stocks in it. For ones that I don't invest in because they're only on those exchanges. But good question. Thanks for the question, the comment there. But back to Nintendo. This is their game lineup. Their game lineup is strong. I think this will continue on and attract the third parties to it. Sometime next year, you'll start to see more third party development, and they're definitely gearing people up for calling the Nintendo basically a handheld, which if they make the third party games for it and it sells, that's fine by me. Nintendo stock itself, let's pull it up. And you can see it. Yeah, this is the US currency version. They have been on a run and a half, certainly over the last year here. It's up about 60%. They won't show them paying a dividend if you look at Yahoo Finance. I think Google doesn't show it either. I'd have to double check that. But Nintendo, they do pay an annual dividend. It all depends on how much money they make. So you get a dividend on top of this. With the theme parks coming out, the overall, I think everyone was very happy with what they saw, at E3. Certainly, any Nintendo fan is super pumped about Metroid coming out. So they have a long roadmap of great games that are coming out. They have a huge cash pile. We continue to like Nintendo, and they have these little Nintendo Directs that pop up, and I'll show you that here. Um, Nintendo Direct Dragon Quest 11 is coming out this week. It's probably going to be the 3DS version, is what we're going to see. Hopefully, they'll show something for the Nintendo Switch. I could see this being a big seller. Hopefully, they bring this over here, so we get an English version of this on the Nintendo Switch. Now, you don't necessarily need that because the Nintendo Switch is region free, but I'd like to see Dragon Quest XI localized here. I think it looks like a pretty good game. More news on that coming out this week, but I like how Nintendo, they have these directs where they get out news. One more thing, let's look at some price targets on Nintendo. Yahoo's got their price target as 56, so still a lot of upside. They're trading in the 40s. They actually just got up to the 40s recently, so Yahoo's got them at a lot of upside. And if you go over to Tip Ranks, which Tip Ranks tries to pool together all the analysts that they have, and they have multiple. You could get a premium version that gets more detail on it, but it's really good to check them out. They got the price target of 63, but if you note, it's only one analyst, so they got less people covering this out there than Activision. Activision's got a very, very small number. That's why I always say it's the video game industry is mostly ignored by major analysts, and it's been up huge, and some of them are starting to get on board, but I really think gamers who want to start getting into investing, certainly you've got an edge in knowing the operations of a lot of these gaming companies. So let me know what you think about Nintendo E3, what they did. I enjoyed the games that they showed. Super Mario Odyssey looks really cool with what you can do, the function of the hat. It always amazes me that anytime they come out with a Mario, whether it was the way back to the Wii when they had the multiplayer Mario, these little innovations that they have, it's like, oh, this is cool, this is so unique, and they always seem to come out with something new and one up that. The last Mario for Wii U was pretty cool take on it, and now using the hat to kind of like possess things, I think there's going to be a lot of gaming elements in that. It's going to be a polished and great game. So Nintendo constantly games of the year. Their stock is definitely a buy for me. It's done well for the kids, and hopefully it'll continue to do well in the future. I certainly think it will. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you everyone for watching live. We're going to be back live at our normal time, Monday through Friday, 1:30 Eastern, 12:30 Central. Contact the show. Info is behind us. Tweet us, email us. Put your comments in the videos that I post on the recaps. Very good to be back, and look forward to recapping E3 all week and filtering in the other news that comes up. So thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. We will see you tomorrow.